Where is Rich when we need him? I'm going to send a message to Amy to see if we can get audio.
David, would you ring the bell for me? At Unity, we light the candle. Please speak with me our opening statement. You will find that on the inside of the bulletin. We'll say it together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God, the good, omnipotent. Now let's take just a moment as we become centered in this sacred space this morning. And now please repeat it with me once more. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God, the good, omnipotent. And so it is. Songs this morning will be led by Jim, accompanied by Jim.
And Nancy's going to help
and
out.
Nancy Louise, or Nancy Lynn, is going to help sing. Yeah, whoever.
So if you guys would like to stand, surely the presence. Now you guys know that I like to substitute love for the word God. Can we do that? Surely the presence of love is in this place. I can feel love's mighty power and love's grace. I can hear the rush of angels' wings. I see the roar of space. Surely the presence of love is in this place. Surely the presence of love is in this place. I can feel love's mighty power and love's grace. There's no holy hush around us. I see glory on His face. Surely the presence of love is in this place. Please, in your hymnal, page 305. Now that we see the seasons changing and the leaves changing, for the beauty of the earth, for the glory of the skies, for the love which from your birth over and around Now let's turn to 322. We're going to talk to ourselves, we're going to talk to each other, and we're going to affirm as a community of faith.
One, right? Three? Or three-legged? Okay. I see Jane has a puppy, Danny has a puppy, and Linda has a puppy. So welcome puppies and welcome people. And kitty cats are not allowed. Just kidding. Just kidding. I hope you're well. I brought pictures too. Except if you're on Facebook, you've seen Ziggy and Ginger, so it'd just be redundant, right? Okay, our upcoming events, upcoming right away, is the blessing of the animals today at 12:15 in the activity room. And I think we've got the volunteers covered. I don't see Stacy, but she's a volunteer. And I'm one, and several of us here are volunteering to help, so it'll be great. It'll be fun. New Hope Animal Rescue will join us, so that's where I got my little Willow, or Willow's my lizard, Ginger's my cat. Okay, never mind. After church on Sundays, join the Zoomers for the after party, and you know about that, and Zoomers know about that. I can't see them, but I know they're here. Book study group Thursdays at 8 o'clock. This group will be studying Unity, a quest for truth with Eric Butterworth. Let's see. Ron Soul's open mic, and he's not here to plug this, but he's on the road with, who is that band? He's on stage. I ain't getting singer yet. Anyway, that'll be great. I haven't been to one this season yet, but it's Friday, October 11th at 7:30. And if you want to be a performer, sign up at 7. And the admission price is in your bulletin here. And UKB is in transition, as we all are. And next Sunday, October 13th, we will be bringing many challenges to UKB, and we would like to hear your thoughts. So we'll be holding a visioning brainstorming session after church next Sunday downstairs. And I went to that last week, and it was very, very good. A lot of good ideas. So the big thing coming is our annual meeting on Sunday, October 27th after church. If you haven't signed up to renew your membership, you should have a form in the pew there. You can do that. And turn that into Pam, because we do need a quorum and all that legal stuff. So there will be a potluck luncheon after the meeting, and that's not legal, but that's just fun. So and we will be electing new officers, and so that's really important that we have a quorum of the membership of the church to conduct that. So, in other news, Sojourner Shelter is still needing hygiene products. Please place your item in the barrel at the bottom of the steps. Davis Children's Shelter is still collecting luggage and backpacks. So you can read the rest of it and take this little thing home. We won't stop you at the door. So that's all I have. And David is going to tell you about Unity. Yes, Pam. Oh.
I'll sing a song. No, just kidding. I won't sing a song.
I want to thank everybody. I'm so grateful. I'm Suzanne Mathis. My name probably came across your emails or newsletters or whatever for prayers and thoughts. I have hopefully recovered from ovarian cancer, and it's past, it's behind me. I'm done with the chemo. And it makes a world of difference knowing whether I saw your faces or not, that I had all of y'all behind me, all your prayers, all your thoughts, your cards, your texts, your notes, all your support. Thank you.
Say that.
Wait, microphone.
It's a different Nancy.
Okay.
I just wanted to say that there are so many people still suffering from the devastation of Helene. And we got a report from a friend of ours who's working in Western North Carolina, and she's a teacher, and it's unbelievable. The children, they don't have anything. And so if you can get online and see, they're, suggesting where to make your donations and what you can do, and a need for blood also, the blood drive. So I just wanted to put that on everyone's mind this morning, and thank you all so much.
Thank you. That's very important. It's just heartbreaking. I was watching it this morning. Thank you. Okay.
So, good morning. Welcome. Arf, arf. Meow, meow. Everybody hear me? So, I'm David Gutman, and I serve you as a member of your Board of Trustees here at Unity of Kanawha Valley. On behalf of Sky and the rest of the board, I'd like to sincerely welcome each of you and thank you for making the conscious choice to join us for our service today. There's a lot of places you could be and a lot of things you could be doing, but you chose to be here with us. And for that, we are grateful. Our guest speaker today is Alexa Peck, and the title of her talk is St. Francis, the Blessing of the Animals and Practicing Awareness of Presence. It certainly is in keeping with the primary event of the day. So if you're looking for somewhere to explore metaphysical practices centered around non-judgmental love, peace, and spiritual wisdom, this is a good place to be. Please know that you're welcome here just as you are. You're free to be yourself and believe whatever makes sense to you. Unity respects the right of each person to choose their own spiritual path, and unity honors the universal truths that are found in all religions. When the service is finished, we sincerely hope you'll take with you everything that you believe will make a positive, meaningful difference in your life. And we do hope that there are some things that will be special and worth remembering. One of the cornerstones of unity is the belief in the power of prayer. The kind of prayer that's positive and affirmative. It's centered in the concept that the light of God and the love of God and the spirit of love is within each of us. And that by praying, by meditating, by going within and resting within, we can discover this love that's inside. And this love is the source of all life and everything there is in the universe. And in keeping with Nancy's plea, last week I read a message that was sent to Sharon and I from Karen Patrick, a former associate pastor here at UKV who went on to become a full Unity minister. Some of you may know or remember her, so there is a personal connection here. She lives in the Asheville area and gave a heart-wrenching description of the destruction and the loss in the aftermath of the hurricane, including a town that no longer exists. We held a moment of silent affirmative prayer for all who were affected. Yesterday, Karen sent an update, and I'd like to share a portion of her message. She says, Mark, who is her husband, and for the animal lovers, my beagle named Buddy, and I are well. Today, we have food, water, and shelter, and we are aware that we have more than most. She then turns to a true unity, positive prayer experience for strength and comfort, and she says, for me, the words are gratitude, strength, and resilience. I have turned within to the refuge like no other experience. My mind is overwhelmed, so all I do is find the stillness, listen to the silence, and open to the totality of spaciousness. That is my experience of God. And she says, I am so grateful for your prayers and for holding Asheville in the warmth of your heart. I felt you. I leaned into the love you have been sending and know that you will continue to send. The people of Asheville are strong, creative, and resilient. That didn't get washed away. Blessings to you all, Karen. Since positive affirmative prayer is a central part of what unity in UKV is all about, let's do that now. If you would, please close your eyes or soften your gaze if that's comfortable. Take a deep breath. First, let's take another moment of silence and vision everyone and everything that has been affected by this terrible tragedy. Let's vision them surrounded by God's protective and healing light, energy, and love. They will feel the power of our prayers. And now, say to yourself, I am a fountain of love. Love flows out of me. I am a fountain of love. touching and looking at someone you love. This can be someone on our earth plane or someone who has passed. Look them in the eye and let your gratitude for them fill your heart as you say to them, thank you for teaching me how to love. Thank you for teaching me how to love. Now, open your eyes and stand as you're able. Stretch. Turn to somebody nearby. Greet them and say, thank you for loving me today. Thank you for loving me today. So again, I want to thank each of you for being here today. And please remember that every small thing that you do makes a difference in the world we are all helping to create. I'd like to thank everyone who's made this service possible, which truly is a small village. We have Sky, Pam, the rest of the board, musicians, play such beautiful music every week, the audio-visual and the Zoom team, moderators, keepers of the landscape and the butterfly haven, and the incomparable prayer chaplains. We thank them. We thank them. And I'd like to specifically, well, not necessarily, I'd like to specifically thank the bell ringer for today. who is the source of all life and love, for giving us the gift of another day to live this spiritual journey. In closing, I'd like to encourage you to spend some time in silence every day and encourage you to consider that God is your source and that your journey can be guided by practicing the lessons of universal peace and love from the teachings of Jesus and other spiritual masters. Always remember that the pen is in your hand to write your own script. A new day is dawning for us all. And now I'd like to invite today's prayer chaplain and my forever soulmate, Mary Ann, who will lead us in the meditation.
Let's prepare for meditation. I invite you to get as comfortable as possible. You may wish to close your eyes or soften your gaze. Be aware of your breath. The breath welcomes a sense of peace and serenity. Be aware of the vibration of life inside. Notice your heart beating as you continue to follow your breath. The space inside your breath is the breath of the divine. Take another deep breath. And be aware of the miracle and the grace that you are. You are divine nature. Take a moment to contemplate this truth. Could that be what we call amazing grace? Now move out from your body and contemplate all other life around you. Notice the trees, the grass, the birds, the flowers, the butterflies, the animals. Notice how all the world is vibrating with life and grace. And think for a moment about this amazing grace and how sweet the sound. The whole planet is like a bubble floating in the ocean of love. God is here. Grace is here. Love is here. You are centered with the one mind, the one presence that fills all
word for today, Sunday, October 6th, 2024, is joy. I rejoice in life's simple pleasures. Life's biggest moments, weddings, births, graduations, celebrations of all kinds, are cause for joy. But joy is also found in life's simpler moments, the day-to-day happenings that comprise daily living. Joy is in the sunrise, in my morning prayer, in the familiar faces I love and look forward to seeing, in the satisfaction I get from my work. Joy is in my favorite things, and in the sweet surprises that come from trying something new and different. Joy is in the comfort I find in my favorite spiritual practices, and in finding God anew as I deepen in spiritual insight. However it manifests, joy is a part of me, a way to feel the peace and the power of God in my heart and deep in my soul. And today's Bible verse from 1 Chronicles chapter 29, verse 22. And they ate and drank before the Lord on that day with great joy.
There's a reason for the sun in the sky, and there's a reason while I'm feeling so high. It must be the season when that love light shines all around us. So let that feeling grab you deep inside and send you reeling where your love can't hide, and then go stealing through the moonlit nights with your lover. Let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Just let your love fly like a bird on a wing. Let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. There's a reason for the warm, sweet nights, and there's a reason for the candle lights. Must be the season when those love lights shine all around us. So let that wonder take you into space and lay you under its loving embrace. Just feel the thunder As it warms your face, you can't hold back. Let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. You'll know what I mean, it's the season. Let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean, that's the reason. Let your love flow like a mountain stream, let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you'll know what I mean, it's the season. Let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine. Then you'll know what I mean, that's the reason. That's the reason. That's the reason.
That was so great, guys. Wow. Like a lullaby. So nice. Our speaker today is the one and only Alexa Peck. And if you know Alexa, you know what a sweet spirit she is. We are so lucky to have her back to speak to us about the animals and everything that's coming up.
Good morning. First of all, I have two very important questions. Do you know what kind of car a dog drives? A Ferrari. And what do you call a wild dog? What do you call a wild dog that meditates? It's an oldie but a goodie, you may know this. A werewolf. I want to thank you for letting me share with you, and I hope that something in this speaks to your heart today and lifts you up. I am humbled to share with you and be with you. Please take what works and leave the rest. Today, we have something special. The blessing of animals. The Feast of St. Francis. Many people bring their pets to the church to be blessed on St. Francis' feast day because of his love for animals as expressed in his works and his life. And you can pray for and bless your pets and animals at home too, Zoomers. What we know about St. Francis from the stories of his life say that he was gentle. He was a humble spirit. He had a great love for animals and deep spiritual appreciation for nature. There was a book called The Furet, a collection of legends and folklore that sprang up after his death. One account describes how one day, while Francis was traveling with some companions, they happened upon a place in the road where the trees were filled with birds on either side. And Francis told his companions, "Wait for me while I go preach to my sisters." And as he went to the birds, they stayed They stayed on the tree. They stayed around him. It was as if his voice was a calming balm. And they would even perch on his finger, according to these legends. He's often portrayed with a bird, typically in his. Can you imagine the gentleness and the loveliness he could share with his voice and his presence, that birds would gather near him and even perch on his finger? I think he knew what an honor and privilege it was to be in their presence, co-present, sharing the presence and peace of the Creator. That deep presence and peace that is unlimited and everywhere, in us and all around us. Let us take a moment, if you will, to contemplate that peacefulness of being in nature and the joy of being with these wonderful creatures of the Creator, great and small. And if it feels right, you might close your eyes, you might soften your gaze. Take a deep breath in and slowly release, relax, and envision that you are in nature. Maybe by a waterfall with birds and butterflies and spring flowers. Or maybe a winter getaway in the woods with trees for miles, snow falling, covering everything. Peaceful. Maybe you're with your animal companion. Or maybe a sandy, sunshiny beach, the warmth of the sun on your skin, feeling alive, watching the ocean waves come in and go out with that gentle whoosh of each wave, hearing or sensing the birds of the ocean. And being co-present. Thank you for this moment of relaxation. When we are co-present with our animal friends, looking into their eyes, being a witness to their beauty, mystery, and divinity, we know we are connected to these wonderful creatures and to the divine. We are part of each other, co-present. When going into nature, it is easy to feel at one with the presence in the great Creator. And with unity thought, as we speak of the divine, we have the freedom to claim the name that we feel resonates with us. Divine love, great goddess, sweet spirit, Mother, Father, God, higher power. We know God is much more than a name. And when we talk of St. Francis, we know he felt a deep connection with his Creator, and at some point in his life, he felt a calling so loud, he could not pursue anything else. He dropped all other pursuits. You see, St. Francis came from money, and he was successful. He had a successful father. But he felt that calling, and he felt the need to leave the material world behind to pursue his spiritual life. Contemplate for a moment, if you will, how do you perceive the presence of the divine, your connection? When are there places you go that help you recharge and connect? I know it's easy for me to feel the presence of God when everything is going well. I feel God in the wind, the sweet smell of the air, the beauty and perfection of the flowers, the grass, the rain, the snow, the wonders of the world. Through the purr of my wonderful feline friend and our loving connection. Think about your animal friends. How loving and calm, trusting they are with you. What a gift that we are blessed to have this beautiful connection, that we can share this life and its blessings and goodness. The connection is eternal, cannot be severed, as those of us know who have animal friends on the other side. Feeling God's presence too is easy for me in happy coincidences, synchronicities, God winks. Coincidence is meaningful to me. I love it when things are going really well, lining up and working out. It's like riding a wave. But things are not always easy. We have change in life, to everything turn. And we're always learning. Everyone's on their own learning path. It can be hard, some of these life lessons. How can we keep tapping into our connection with God, with divine love, with the source, that inner flame that is always there? It's a practice. How many of us, when we're small, were presented with the concept that God was outside of yourself? Then you had to behave a certain way to satisfy this entity. A few, a lot, probably a lot of you guys. And that didn't feel true, though, did it? And Ron talked about this last week. I didn't know he was going to talk about that, and I had written this a few weeks before. Because we know at Unity that God is not an unreachable old man floating in the sky above the atmosphere. I'm so grateful every Sunday for our opening statement, which is Principle 1. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God. Confirming the divine that is everywhere and also inside us. Principle 2, God is also in us, all of us. Eric Butterworth says, God is not in you the same way a raisin is in a bun. God is in you as the ocean is in a wave. Imagine the ocean, the expansiveness of the whole ocean. God is in you as the ocean is in each of its waves. The wave is nothing more or less than the ocean expressing as a wave. You are nothing more or less than the Creator expressing as you. When I was a little girl, grew up in a Jewish family, and going to synagogue, I didn't always resonate with the words as I felt that I was hearing them. I always did crave a spiritual connection more than religion, but some words really stuck. And I remember the rabbi always talking about our basic Jewish teaching. There was a prayer called V'ahavta. It comes right after the Shema. And here's what I remember of it. I'm going to paraphrase, but feel free to do more research. It comes from Deuteronomy. Love God with all your heart, with all your soul, and all your might. Think of this love as you lie down at night. And as you rise up in the morning, teach this love to your children and your children's children as a way of life. Now, I didn't understand this when I was younger because the God concept of this old man with a beard that was above us all, there was a detachment there. But now, what a beautiful practice to take time every night when you lay down to bed to go within and remember your connection to love. Embrace that connection. Be thankful for it. Mind, body, and soul. And when you wake up in the morning, remember who you are. Remember you are love. Connect with this love that you are. Teach this to your children. Keep this practice alive. What a beautiful practice. And what if the prayer said, instead of love God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, what if it just said, remember to love with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind. Remember to love and practice radiating this love, sharing this love, living this love, being loving to others. Because aren't we supposed to love our neighbors got to do that first, right? In the beautiful prayer of St. Francis, he says, Lord, make me an instrument of that peace. In every line of this prayer, he is open and surrendering to the divine, to be a healing force in the world, not by force, but in prayer, in supplication with humility, grace, and love. And I brought some copies of the prayer of St. Francis if anyone wants to take one. I figured most of you guys probably know it by heart, but just in case. And I also brought copies of his Canticle of Preachers, in which he gives gratitude for Sir Brother Sun, for Sister Moon and Stars, for Brother Wind, for Brother Fire, Sister Water, Sister Mother Earth. And it's interesting to me that as he lived 800 years ago, he was living at the same time as Genghis Khan, which is just random to me in a way. It seems like it's a whole different thing. But and Rumi also saying they kind of overlap on the timeline. So interesting. And this is 800 years ago. And in North America, what we now call North America, the Pueblo people were flourishing. Anyway, for today, I would like to leave you with these thoughts. Divine love is everywhere, in all things, in you, all of us, and we are all connected. Remember who you are. Gospel of Thomas 77, I am the light that is over all things. I am all, from me all came forth, and to me all attained. Split a piece of wood, I am there. Lift up the stone, you will find me there. And if you have a fur baby in your life, you know that they are a constant reminder of the presence of God and goodness in the world. They are pure love and innocence. Even when they puke on the road. Let us be grateful for them and for this day and the blessing of the animals. Thank you.
The ushers, please come forward. And now let's read together the offering lesson, which is on the inside of your bulletin, number 2. Divine love, moving in and through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, I trust God, and I am grateful.
The song I want to do for you really has no deep spiritual connection at all. It's just for fun. But that in itself is part of the spiritual adventure, part of our journey. I'm going to sing a line, and then I would like the men to respond, woof, woof, woof. And then I'm going to sing another line, and I'd like the ladies to respond, arf, arf, arf. Then I'm going to sing a couple lines by myself, and then we're going to repeat the whole process. Oh, I want to be a dog. Uh-huh. Let's try that again. Oh, I want to be a dog. I want to wag my tail Chase cars and knock over garbage cans and bite the man who brings the mail. Oh, I want to be a dog. Want to lie on the floor. Chase squirrels and cats and run away from rats and chew your shoe and bark at the door. Oh, I want to be a dog. I want to dig big holes. Flirt with French poodles and basset hounds and pee on great big telephone poles. Oh, I want to be a dog. I want to sniff ground. Scratch fleas and ticks and run after sticks. I just want to be a hound. Oh, I want to be a dog. Want to have dog breath. I'll lick your hand, be the best friend of man. Don't have nothing better to do. Oh, I want to be a dog. Want my nose to be wet. I got a college degree, but all I want to be is somebody else's pet. Oh, I want to be a dog. I want to be a dog. I want to be a dog. Okay, you're a dog.
The divine resides, and where we are all one. And from this space, we bless these offerings as we give a portion back to the community to help bless others, giving and receiving from an open heart, creating a divine flow of love and peace. We're so grateful for this wonderful church, grateful for everyone here today and on Zoom, and grateful for all those that share their time, their talents, their treasures, and grateful for Unity's message of God's love, that God loves everyone unconditionally, all the time, without exception, and that we are all one with our beloved. And we say thank you, thank you, thank you for this truth. And so it is. Amen. And now let's get together in a circle for our peace song. And I guess, are there any birthdays?